Guys, Mr. TTB here now. As you can see, we have got the Milky Way. Now, oh, and we've also got Millennium Falcon that may have been added at a later date. So basically, I have been sent something very different today. I've been sent this. Now, I know what you're thinking. What is that? That is a lighting kit. So this is a lighting kit from a company called ICUANUTY. These are the same guys and gals that we did the review of the Disney castle kind of encasement, perspex encasing for, that ended up being absolutely beautiful. So the guys reached out to me and said, Chris, we've seen your Milky Way video. We've got a bespoke lighting kit that fits with this particular set. Would you be willing to give it a try? And do you know what? I thought, yeah, let's give it a go. I have had some lighting kits in the past. Anybody that has seen my Ecto 1, the big form Ecto 1 that I've got, that is a big set, that took probably as long to do the lighting kit as it did to build the set itself. It was very complex, it was very intricate, it was interesting. So I was quite surprised when I received this little box. I was like, okay. But I've had a quick look inside, and to be fair, it looks really, really, really simple. The instructions are not in the book itself. The instructions, it tells you where to go and find the instructions digitally. So I've got them on my phone. We're going to give that a whirl. As you can see, I'm just going to leave that there for a second. As you can see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 6 bags. So I'm going to document me putting this lighting kit into this. We'll probably do it in a little bit of a hyperlapse. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to come back at the end with a beautiful reveal. I genuinely don't know what to expect with this. I've not seen any pictures. I purposely haven't looked on their website. Obviously, I've seen the instructions, which kind of give a little bit away. But as a final reveal, I've not seen anybody kind of do one online or anything like that. So I'm really looking forward to surprising myself, hopefully. Me and lighting kits have a love-hate relationship. So I'm really hoping that ICUANUTY have nailed this when it comes to the instructions. But yeah, so they have sent me this set for review, obviously, but all thoughts and opinions will most definitely be my own, as always. So, guys, let's get into it. Let's get this. Let's light up the brick world. Oh, I quite like that. That's what it says on the back. Let's get this lighting kit put together with this set. I have a little bit of a confession to make. I didn't build this. My darling wife built this. And now I'm about to take it apart. I hope she doesn't kill me. Fingers crossed. Guys, I think we're going to leave the Millennium Falcon on there as well, because let's be honest, that looks unbelievably cool. We'll take him off while we get hopefully all the wires and stuff in, and then we'll get him back on. Guys, let's get this done. So guys, here we go. You will see, I'm emptying the bags here just to check the components. It does actually say in the instructions that the first thing you should do is empty those bags, power them up, make sure that the lights work. Obviously, the last thing you want to do is get to the end of this kind of build, plug it all in and find out that none of the lights work. So it is very good. At the beginning of the instructions, that's exactly what it tells you to do. So you'll see that this does come together quite quickly. It took, all in all, about an hour. I think I talk about that in a bit. But more importantly, it was relatively straightforward. The instructions were clear to a point. There was a couple of times that I had to just double check and readjust some kind of spacing of where we were up to. But yeah, for the most part, it all came together nice and easy, nice and quick. You will see towards, yeah, here we go. So we've just taken the Falcon off. There's some pieces that go on just underneath there. In a second as well, you will see me playing and messing around with the satellite that's there. There is a cool element that you guys will see in a bit that sits in and around that satellite. But yeah, I've got nothing but good things to say, to be fair. As I mentioned previously, I've done a couple of other lighting kits in the past. I've struggled with a couple of other lighting kits in the past, just purely down to how bad the instructions have been. But then none of them lighting kits were purchased from ICUANUTY, so kudos to the guys and gals over there for, you know, quite clear and concise instructions. As will become apparent relatively shortly, I did mess up a little bit. I went back and adjusted it. But no, to be fair, it all look at that. It looks beautiful. Even without the lights on, it looks gorgeous. Guys, I will throw you back over, and yeah, let's get this build finished and complete. Right guys, so I thought I was finished, I'm not gonna lie. Then I was like, I've got a spare wire and a spare connector. So I plugged the power in. I know you guys can only see from the back. I am missing a complete load of lights, so let me see if I can turn this around. I mean, it looks amazing so far. I've clearly just made a mistake on one of the steps, so you can see some of the lights. But there is an entire strip that runs all the way around with like a green light here, that runs all the way around, but there's a connector here. Now it just seems like a weird place to have a connector, so I'm going to go back to it. I'm just going to take a quick look and then we'll come back. It shouldn't be too long now, but so far so good, apart from this little bit here. So I'm just going to double check the instructions, see if it's something I've clearly missed. So I'll be back with you in maybe 5 minutes or so. Guys, it is done. So I was right, just a quick little adjustment. I was just missing a tiny little connector. I'd run it the wrong way, all sorted, but there we go. As a matter of fact, it's that little connector there. It just sits behind the You Are Here board. Look at this. The Falcon's made its way back onto the board. But yeah, absolutely in love with that. At night, it is going to look utterly amazing. Now obviously at the moment we're not quite in the night time, it's 30 odd degrees outside. That looks amazing though, fair play. So it kind of follows the blues around, kind of sweeps in, comes around, but obviously it starts from here actually, so we come down here, so we come up. That is immense. And we've even got a flashing satellite. That is probably the best thing on there. I absolutely love it. Wowzers. Guys, I will be back with my final thoughts. But yeah, that was... I mean, it took probably about an hour, give or take. Nowhere near as intricate as I thought it was. I like the way that they've got some of the coloured wires, so obviously nothing really stands out too much. It's a wiring kit at the end of the day, so things... You can't hide the wires completely. It is what it is. And then the back looks like a nice wiring loom with some connectors and stuff. But yeah, ICUANUTY have done an absolutely amazing job with that. So guys, as I said, there we go. My final thoughts on this little lighting kit from ICUANUTY is it's amazing. Like, I really like it. For the price point that it's at point of publishing this, it's circa £30, £35. You know, you're not going to get much better value for money when it comes to taking what is quite a flat, I know there's a lot of 3D elements in this, but quite a flat looking colour scape and turning it into something that really brings it alive. Whether that be the pop of green and the red, the flashing satellite, which I think really makes it. I think that is a very understated feature. You've got the nice colours that kind of flow with the blues, then the pinks, and then the peaches and all the rest of it. The guys and gals over at ICUANUTY have done me justice. So a massive thank you to them guys for sending me this set out for review. If this particular lighting kit interests you, in the description I will put a link to this on the ICUANUTY website. Also, I'll put on the screen now a discount code so that you guys can use that to get 10% off any purchases at ICUANUTY. Doesn't necessarily have to be this lighting kit, it can be any of the other lighting kits they do. They do hundreds of lighting kits, they do hundreds of display cases, as you've already seen when it comes to the Disney Castle one that we've already done. But yeah, I think we may have to have a slight move around behind me. We've got some of the NASA stuff, so I tell you what, I think this is going to end up going behind the NASA stuff. It kind of makes sense. We've got the Milky Way. I know we've got a little Falcon in there, but hey, I love that idea, by the way. So, yeah, I want to say one last massive thank you to the guys and gals over at ICUANUTY. Please, if you are looking for a light kit, if you are looking for a display case, make sure you check the link down below. Head over there, take a look. They have got some unbelievable products, and they've got some unbelievable products coming soon as well. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.